Hello and welcome to Launerin's Gamerscore and welcome to Final Fantasy X. Today we're going to be looking at Blitzball for a change. So let's just jump right in. Okay, so this is Blitzball. For those not familiar with Final Fantasy X, basically there is a mini game where you compete in a sport called Blitzball. Blitzball itself is played with 6 players on each team who have to score goals in the opposite team's goal. The entire sport is played underwater, hence the kind of bluey motif to the background. But less of my explanation, we're going to jump in. We're going to jump into league games, and then I think the plan is, over the coming weeks, a little bit unusual, I know, but I'm essentially going to put the entire league onto my channel. So that's 10 games in total. We're probably going to do 2 games today and then continue with 2 games a week. So it'll go on for maybe 5 weeks, depending upon if anything else comes out that I want to put up, but it'll eventually return. So let's jump in and I'll talk you through my team real quick and then we'll get into the actual game. Okay, so round 1 of the Spira League, we are the Besaid Aurochs. So this particular game we are going up against the Guado Glories, which basically their thing was that they are incredibly fast, the Guado, but they lack that in other areas. That's by the by. Let's get in, start this game up. So here's my team. I've got Brother, Tidus, Letty, Nada. We'll go for Nada, Rop and Miu. Now, most of my team are kind of level 40. Has relatively recently joined us at level 39. Miu, because unfortunately I've got quite a strong team, as the goalkeeper, she doesn't get much experience. So she hasn't leveled up as much, but she already starts off with a nice high catch score anyway. So she can usually defend quite well against anything that comes at us. We'll start from the top. Brother is pretty much an all-round amazing player. I believe the best player in the game. I managed to snatch him up as early as I possibly could. He's got brilliant everything apart from his catch. Don't put him in goal. Move on to Tidus. I'm going to go for Tidus because, let's face it, nobody ever tells you what it's supposed to be anyway. Good left-hand scores, pretty much. Brilliant endurance. I think he has the best shot score in the game as well. And he's a little bit faster than most. Pop back to Brother a minute. The fastest in the game, 83 speed, can even outrun the Guado, who are usually quite fast. Then we've got Letty. He's the only one of the remaining Besaid Aurochs that I have left on my team. Really like Letty. He does a good job. He's got brilliant pass. He's great in midfield, as far as I'm concerned, at least. Maybe he'll get replaced if something better comes along. Nada. Her endurance is lacking, but from what she has lacks in endurance, she makes up for in speed and her pass ability. She also has great attack and great blocking capability, which makes her very good to put in defence. Again, with Rop, pretty much all round good. His speed isn't as great as some of the other players. The standard set 60, but a lot of his other stats are quite high. So again, with his pass, attack and block being close to the 30s at this level, makes a good defender. Obviously the shot's lacking, don't put him up front. Miu we've already spoke about, she's my goalie. Basically, none of the stats really matter for your goalie apart from their catch score. She's got a 25 catch, she's up there. Let's tell them where they're playing. So we'll put Brother left front, Titus in the right front, Letty's in the middle, and our two defenders, and then Miu in goal. Then we can set our various abilities. These will help us throughout the game to tackle or do better shots, overcome status inflictions that are put upon us, and avoid tackles as well. In pretty much that order. You've got your wither tackle, your wither shot, all self-explanatory. Your anti-venom doesn't let you get poisoned. Spin ball puts a spin on the ball when you shoot. Tackle slip, you avoid tackles. Obviously, everybody's got different abilities. We're not going to go through them all at the minute. Next up, we set our marks. So, anything in blue, the character can learn. Really trying to get Brother to learn the sphere shot at the moment, so we're going to put him on Egar. Titus, you can also watch Egar because he's got nap shot and volley shot, which would come in handy. If they ever actually come up, I will explain exactly what they are. Letty, if you have sphere shot, you'd actually be alright to attack as well as just play the midfield. Nada and Rop are pretty much full on their abilities, so can't learn anything, and the same with Miu, probably because she's such low level. So let's jump into the game. There we go, here's the Blitzball. Goes over to the Guardos, and then we come in a nice pincer movement. All of that's automatic. He's going to try and pass somebody, but because we've got such high block on all of our characters, we can just intercept that. Then we're just going to go sprinting down the midfield with Brother. We've got two people on defence, we're just going to break through them hopefully, and then just put a nice shot. Hit by the first one. So basically the general trend at least is if their attack score beats your endurance, you'll be able to get the ball, they'll be able to get the ball off you. Same with kind of the pass score against the block score. Okay, so Letty has intercepted that. We'll pull back slightly, let Titus get up to the front line. We'll break through Nav, and we will just, there we go, there's the tackle slip, and we'll pass that down to Titus. And there we go. So you basically, when you do long passes, your pass kind of drops down as it goes through the water. As you can see, big sphere of water. And 0, it means the person on the other side can't catch it, they fumble it, and it usually goes to a member of the opposite team, unless you've got a lot of your teammates all huddled together. So there we go, we've scored our first goal. He's going to come straight down the midfield again. We'll pincer him in. Because Nada's a little... he's got in there as well. We're going to wither tackle, which will drop down one of his abilities, allowing us a slight advantage. So the Guardo have quite good block, but Nada's got a good pass, so we're going to pass, and we'll do a wither pass to see if we can wither his abilities. No, he doesn't even get a hand on it. Goes straight back to Titus. Titus is going to come down the field again, right up to the goal, just so they have absolutely no chance whatsoever. And then it'll just fly straight into the back of the net. Wonderful. So each half of Blitzball is 5 minutes long. So we're about halfway through this first half now. Again, he's come straight down the midfield. Nader didn't quite get in on this one, but we can wither tackle in with Brother, because Brother's high attack will guarantee that. And then we'll a little bit further back, just so we don't get intercepted by their defenders, and we'll just bang a shot, which will hit him because it was a wither shot, and it'll half of its value, meaning it'll be a lot easier to score now. We could probably, if we manage to get there, didn't really need to do the wither tackle with that one, but or the wither shot now. But it's always nice that if we can manage to get another hit in to drop their ability scores down, it just makes it easier in the long run. So there we go, that's the third one in. We've had 2 from Titus, 1 from Brother. My star players. So for those who don't know, Titus is actually the lead character in this game. There we go, a straight intercept from Brother, and then what we'll do is we'll just toy with them a little bit. Easily outrunning, easily. And then we'll do a nice long pass all the way back down to the field now that most of the defenders are gone. All the way down to Titus. And then we'll have Titus get intercepted by Nuvi Ronso and Nav Guarda. Now, because Titus is basically a unique character, he can learn, well, he can inherit essentially the Jex shot, which was his father's signature move, which does a wonderful thing, and that's if you've got anybody intercepting you, it just knocks them out. It's a little bit, well, it doesn't knock them out, it just knocks them out the way, gets rid of their defenders. You can take a nice powerful shot and it'll go straight in without too much of a problem, especially if you've got a withered goalkeeper defending it. Okay, so we've got 10 seconds left, not really much to worry about. Titus is going to come through on the offensive, just pop another wither tackle in, and then just to finish it off, break through both of them, just fire a normal shot off. It's not going to even reach the goal, but the timer does stop while you're being tackled, and then by the time I've actually kicked the ball, there we go, half time. So at the end of the first half, you get experience points for your team. It also shows you your opposing team first. Obviously, they didn't really get much in the way of ball control there, so they really haven't gained that much experience. Brother and Titus both scored in that half, so they've got a fair chunk. Letty did a little bit of work, Nader did a couple of tackles, so she's got some. Rop, unfortunately, is sat way back, away from all of the action this particular game. And then because Miyu didn't do anything, but she was there, they've give her 2 experience. I think that's essentially because, like, trying to get it to catch up. And we've got a couple of levels up come through, which means their stats will have increased. So that's Letty's pass gone up, and Nader's attack and catch, which doesn't really bear any fruit for the catch, really. Hopefully at some point we'll get Miyu kind of up to scratch with everybody else one day, maybe, or we'll get a second goalkeeper in, because there is one that I have got my eye on. So we'll pop everybody back in, and then don't need to set any of their abilities, and then we'll just run through, just double check that nothing's appeared. For these guys, if they've changed their abilities at half time, nothing's changed, we'll just proceed on to the second half. Alright, we've got a big defensive line. There we go, that's another thing with the Guado. They have an excellent pass score. And what he's done there is he's just used Nat Pass, which unfortunately has sent Nader to sleep. Right, okay. We'll do the old Wither Pass. Oh, Letty is disorientated. But Letty's pass is higher than his block, so we're all right. There we go. Okay, so we've got another two in our way, so we'll just leave them where they are, pop another jet shot off, hit the Guado, hit the Ronso, do a little spin, and send it off on its way. Now, because we've done that from quite far back, it didn't, but because we did it from quite far back, it did drop down to quite close to their goalkeeper's catch score, which means that there was a lot higher chance of them him being able to stop it, or at least if memory serves, their goalkeeper is male. I can't remember. There we go. So that glow that just appeared on Brother for a second there was because they used a venom technique, which Brother, sorry, has got a anti-venom tech on at the moment, which means that he has a high chance of just being able to overcome that venom that comes with the Alright, we'll just break straight through you since you're the only one defending at the moment. There we go, that's knocked him down, but not enough. Fire a shot off, 38 against 25. You, Maguado, you're just not quick enough. Now, I know that at the moment this all does seem quite one-sided, but there are a couple of teams that have got some strong players that I do struggle against, unfortunately. But it just so happens that the first game is against one that, unfortunately for them, I have a lot of abilities that can get round them. There's goal number 7. Okay, Nader's staying back a little bit, which means we can pull forward with Brother. We're going to do something a bit risky. We're going to pull all the way forward. We're going to try and break through both of them, and then we'll fire a Wither shot off from this distance. So there we go. That's what we needed, because Nubby's attack was higher than my endurance for a second there. But luckily we got the tackle slip in, and that allowed Brother to just send that ball into the net. So when you're a character trying to learn their techniques, if a technique comes up that you can learn or you can attempt to learn, a little tech copy comes up in the top left hand corner. Time it so you click on it at the right time. Probably won't get a chance to show you that in this particular game, but hopefully throughout the course of all of this I will. Right, okay. Breakthrough Cullican, 25 seconds left, send another shot off, dodge the attack, probably too far away. Yeah, that's dropped down to 20 against his 25. How's this going to do? It just goes in, it sails in, and that is the benefit of putting the spin on it. Having the spin ball basically makes it harder for the keeper to realise where the ball is going. There we go, we just tackle you, get the ball off you, and then that's full time. Just have a little switch. Okay, so they've got a little bit of experience and their goalkeeper's leveled up, which is not a great thing because it means his catch has probably improved, which makes things a little bit difficult for me. However, my 2 stars, they've both gone up. Unfortunately, Brother's health's the only thing that's improved, but pretty much all of Tidus's stats have gone up, including his speed as well, which is always a bonus to have him a little bit faster. It means that he can outrun standard speed players like Rock or Letty. Okay, so now it'll go through any characters across all of the teams that have just played in that round. It'll go through all of them and tell you any contracts that have expired, and sometimes they replace them with an entirely different character. So the character that I'm actually looking for, I believe, is called Nimruk, and at the moment he plays for the Albed Sykes. He is... I'm not sure actually. Basically, a part of me wants him because he's got a slightly... I think he's got 33 as his catch, and he's a goalkeeper. Miyu's only like level 25 and he's like level 30 something or something. So Miyu could potentially get right back up there with him. So that was the first round. We're going to jump straight into the second one now. Okay, round 2, we're up against the Ronso Fangs. The Ronsos are basically big blue humanoid things. Kind of think Minotaurs but with one horn. Okay, so let's see if there's anything. Oh, really not much worth marking here. For you, we'll go to the anti-venom on you. Anything you can learn? No. Rock. So for the future videos, I will probably streamline this and maybe not put the setup information in. But for now, because I'm introducing the game and introducing concepts and things, I'll leave it in. Alright, we've got the first catch of the game. We'll head straight into this offensive that is coming towards us. We'll break through our guy, and then we'll do a nice... We'll go for a wither pass, a nat pass, and send that over to Tidus, and hopefully that'll send... There we go, Lida's asleep. She's basically their midfielder. Now I've got 2 on me here. So we've got Abus and Jasu. Jasu actually used to play for the Pseudorox. But I let him go quite early because I replaced him with somebody that was better. I think he got replaced with the Rock actually, if memory serves. There we go. There we go. That's what a Ronso is. Big hulking thing with a great big horn on his head. Alright, 1 minute in and we've got our first goal, which was relatively easy because we started off with the ball. We could get it where we needed to. Obviously, the Wither and the Venom status effects last over the after you've scored and things, whereas obviously you can't leave characters asleep dotted throughout the entire field. Okay, he was resisted that with her. Managed to get the ball past both of them. And then we'll just shoot there. Just normal shot. Close enough to the goal for it to not really matter. And we didn't have to break through any defenders. There we go, that sent that one in. We're at the 2-minute mark, 2 goals in, and we're doing all right with this one. So the Ronso Fangs were originally probably, I'd say, one of the easiest teams to beat. Right, so she's going to shoot. Titus isn't going to be able to block it entirely, but it's coming down, bringing her shot all the way down to 7. Miu, what are you doing? You should have been able to catch that, not just get a hand on it. Alright, now we have an issue. So, Letty does have quite a high pass, but it's not high enough to get through all of those defenders. So we're going to have to break through Jasu, and then it should be able to get past Lina. Oh, we could have probably got through 2 of them quite easily. Yeah, Lina and Abus, it should just sail straight through them. It's even sent Abus to sleep. Brilliant. All of their players decided to go halfway up the field for some reason, so we'll just saunter in. Just over 3 minutes. Goal number 3 coming in. Oh, okay, so he's got super goalie on as well, which means he has a random chance of gaining a bonus to his catch score when you're trying to catch a shot. So that's something to look out for, because if you take your shot from too far back, you're not going to have enough power to get it all the way through. Another shot from Lina again. So yeah, the Ronso Fangs, because the Ronsos are slower than all of the other characters, they start off, especially if you essentially just toy with them a lot and run them around the field, they're easily outrun, and they basically start off as one of the easiest teams to beat, I find. Now, however, especially now they've got Lina in midfield, I've noticed that they are increasingly difficult. Obviously, I'm not really having too much trouble with them at the minute, but if Lina can break through my midfield, she does sometimes manage to get a decent shot in, better than the ones that she has been doing so far. Okay, so their goalie got a bit of experience there. Brother didn't even touch the ball. Miu got a fair bit of experience because she managed to get a hand on that shot. Okay, and all of those are alright. Right, they've changed that. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. You can mark Jasu. Volley shot, the thing that I'm trying to get onto Titus, is basically if Brother was to take a shot and wither the goalkeeper, so the ball came back out into play, or if he did a shot and their keeper only just got a hand on it and it came back into play, the volley shot gives you a chance to basically intercept that and just bang it straight back at the goalie. So it gives you a nice chance to just get a goal in straight after potentially a wither. Okay, Brother, break through both of those, send that wither in. Right, their goalkeeper's catch ability has gone all the way down to 12, whereas last half it was up at 25. This is because they've put an ability called High Risk onto him, which basically I don't think I've got it on any of my characters, but I think it randomly chooses an ability score and gives a massive bonus to it. But to compensate for that, it drops your other ability scores down. Which means he has got a useless stat at a really high score, but his catch, which he needs to be high, has been dropped all the way down to 12, which means if we can open it up a little bit, even, oh dear, that was unprecedented. Even Letty would be able to score past him, who has only got a shot score of 17. There we go, so Letty's going to tackle him. That'll drop his endurance down to 2, leaving the door wide open for Tidus. And then we'll just break through Abbas so he's behind us, and that'll give us just a touch of extra time to get in, break through Jasu, and just take a shot at the goal again. There we go, we're up at 39 shot. It's just going to sail in at that against 12. Even so much that when it hit the back of the net, it dropped down to 23, and he have gone in. And that's what makes Tidus an incredible upfront player. Right, so we're evenly matched on endurance and attack, as you can see in the top right hand corner, which means it's basically 50-50 whether or not Tidus manages to get the ball off her. So there we go, it's good, and then we'll just sail down. Oh, that's a lot of defence. We'll break through 2 of those and then do a jet shot to clear the other 2 out. That's a wither dropping down Tidus' pass score. Luckily Jasu gets slipped through, hit a bus, hit Lina, do the spin, and then hopefully, if nothing goes wrong, there we go, we're up to 6. Okay, so Lina's going to go south on that one. Try and send a pass across. Brother just straight up intercepts it, but Brother's currently withered, so oh no, there we go, it's literally just gone off him. So because Brother was withered, his shot score has been dropped down to half what it normally would be, which means he would have probably struggled to get past their keeper with such a low score. Tidus, no problems whatsoever. Okay, Lina's got the ball, she's coming up towards Tidus. Tidus should be able to... Oh no, she's going to try and get a shot off. Tidus is going to drop that down. Keep going, down to 16. Bring Mia's catch up to 29. Just catch that, send it back out. It's going straight over to Tidus. And then what we'll do, just from near enough the halfway line, no brakes, we're just going to hit the jet shot. And there we go. That'll send it in. That's beautiful. Thing of beauty. Another pass over to Argyron, so Tidus can't quite get a hand on it. Doesn't really matter. 3, 2, 1. Alright, okay. We'll break through you. We'll have the ball for when the game finishes. And there we go. Don't know what that Ronto was doing for a second there. There we go, right. Rob still getting no experience, bless him. Sat at the back of the field. No more level ups. Okay, so Kulak has gone, Botta's gone in. Botta was another one of the Poseidorets, as you can tell by his uniform. Anyone else? No, that's the only one. So that's 2 wins. We're at the top of the leaderboard. We're at the top of the scoring leaderboard as well. There we go. 91 wins. How about that? So occasionally as well we'll have the tournament open up. Obviously we're not going to do the tournament as well, we're just going to stick to the league. But that is all for this week. Do let me know down in the comments whether or not you like this idea of doing the Blitzball League, or whether you don't like it. But we're lacking in games right now, so until something good comes along, we're just going to stick with doing weird mini games, I suppose. Might try and find some in some other games that could fill a little bit of time as well. So thank you very much for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And by all means, if you are a fan of Blitzball, if you used to play it back when Final Fantasy X was a new thing, or if you've played it recently and you have any recommendations for players, you know, I'm to switch out some of my team to try them out, if of course their stats hold up. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.